Okay, real quick, this is who the Most High say he is forever and ever and ever. Exodus 3:15. And the Most High said, moreover unto Moses, thus shalt thou say unto the children of Israel, the Most High power of your fathers. Who is he? The power of Abraham, the power of Isaac, and the power of Jacob have sent me unto you. This is my name. The power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. This is my name. This is the Most High said, this is his name. How long? Forever. And this is my memorial unto all generations. So he told you, say, go and gather the elders of Israel together and say unto them, the Most High power of your fathers, the power of Abraham, of Isaac, and of Jacob, appeared unto me, saying, I have surely visited you and seen that which is done to you in Egypt. You see? So the Most High said he's the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That's why when you're seeing in Numbers, the 10th chapter, when he's saying your power, he's the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob is the forefather of the 12 tribes of Israel. That's who the Most High is. So now, when you look at going to Psalms, the 81st chapter, since we're dealing with the new month, which was entitled the new moon, which it really is the new month, the first day of the month, our month. It has nothing to do with looking at the calendar, the Julian calendar or anything of that nature. It's dealing with our months, when it starts. This is what the Most High said when it was ordained. In Psalms 81st chapter, the first verse, sing aloud unto the Most High our strength. Our strength. Take a psalm, it's a song, and bring hither the timbrel, tambourines, and pleasant harp, which is psalmistry. The piano was like the harp, only going horizontal. The harp is vertical. The piano is like a harp going horizontal with keys on the end of it. In the psalmistry, he said, blow up the trumpet in the new moon, the first day of the month, the new month, in the time appointed, on our solemn feast day, you see? For this was a statute for Israel, not for anyone else. You hear what it said? For this was a statute for Israel and a law. This is a law of the Most High, power of Jacob. You remember he said his name is what? The power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And Jacob is the forefather of the 12 tribes of Israel. This he ordained in Joseph for a testimony when he went out through the land of Egypt, where I heard a language that I understood not. You see, I say he went to the land of Egypt, say he heard a language that he understood not. So you see here, he's saying it's a law that we follow this. So I'm not going to trip out on those that have different times of celebrating the new moon or the new month, because he told us in Colossians 2:16, he said, let no man therefore judge you in meat, as far as keeping the dietary law, not eating any unclean meat like pork, shrimp, crab, lobster, catfish, tilapia, which they've created, that eat boo-boo and all that, you know, oysters, anything they eat, boo-boo, or in drink, you know. Drink a little yan, people say you can't drink. Mashiach Yahushua, that's the first miracle he done. He didn't sin. And it told you in Matthew, it said in Matthew 11:19, the Son of Man came eating and drinking. So he ate and drank when he was in the flesh on this earth too. And they say, behold, a man gluttonous, he liked to eat a lot, and a wine bibber. He drank in moderation, but he drank wine. You see, a wine bibber, that's the first miracle he done. A friend, not associate, of publicans and sinners, but wisdom is justified of her children, you see. So Colossians 2:16 says, let no man therefore judge you in meat, when you follow the dietary laws, or eating clean meat, and understand you're not supposed to eat any unclean meat, or in drink, you drink a little yan, or in moderation, or in respect of an holy day, you see. If you do it, it's not, a lot of people use this contrary to what it's saying for those that are not doing it. No. This is for us that's doing it. We honor it. We rehearse it. You know what I mean? We trying to come back to our culture. And some people say you can't do this unless you're in the land. So therefore, that's worse than not keeping the laws to me. You know? Think about it. You can't do this because you're not in the land of Israel. That land defiled. The Most High, a judgment is coming on that land. Straight up. So regardless if you there or not now, don't mean that you in a clean land. Most High love that land, but the land is crying. I can show you the land is crying because we ain't there as the 12 tribes of Israel. It's mourning. It's telling us to cry to the Most High so we can come back to the land. He can have pity on us and bring us back to the land and fear him and keep the commandments of the Most High and have faith in the Most High and cry unto the Most High. For real. It says, let no man therefore judge you in meat when you're doing what you're supposed to be doing according to the laws of the Most High, the commandments of the Most High, or in drink, or in respect of an holy day, or of the new moon, see it's right there, or of the Sabbath days, you see, which is a shadow of things to come. But the body is of a Mashiach Yahushai. See? So this is very important because we the body of a Mashiach Yahushai, and we got to really look at trying our best, you know, to do what the Most High wants us to do. Otherwise, we're going to be continue to follow the Willie Lynch letter. They say it's not real. It is real until this day. Can't come together to do nothing. So it is the law that he established in Joseph. When Joseph was in Egypt, our wicked forefathers sold him to the Arabs, and the Arabs sold him to the Egyptians. And the Most High came down and ordained our first day of the month, which is called the new moon, when Joseph was in Egypt. Mashiach Shai said in St. John 14:15, since he said it's a law of the Most High, he said, if you love me, keep my commandments. You know, so he kept them. He kept the commandments, or what commandment did he break? That's why he said in St. John 10:30, I and my Father are one. So you can't run to a Mashiach Yahushai, who the world calls Jesus Christ, from the Most High's laws and commandments. He kept the commandments. He just said, if you love me, keep my commandments. Right? So it's very important that you understand this. Very, very much so. Look at 2 John 5 and 6. 2 John 5 and 6. Beloved, thou doest faithfully excuse me, I'm in the wrong chapter. Select it. I know that didn't sound right. It said, and now I beseech thee, 2 John 5 and 6. That was 3 John. And now I beseech thee, lady, not as though I wrote a new commandment unto thee, but that which we had from the beginning, that we love one another. Over and over again, throughout the Bible, we always got to be taught to love each other, because we are a very rebellious, stiff-necked, stiff-hearted people against each other. Everybody else can work together, but why we can't work together? That's why he's saying over and over again that we love one another. And this is love. Look, this is love, that we walk after his commandments. So if you following the commandments, then you won't have this hatred against your brother, against your sister. You'll be able to get along. You won't be walking around with these spirits, you know, this anxiety, or I might say these spirits that have you feeling a certain way because you don't have the love. You always talk about the Most High's love, but if you love him, he's telling you what to do here, that we love one another. And if you ain't never been loved, really, then you don't know what love is. You just can imagine whatever you want to imagine, but if you don't really know what love is, when he's saying, and this is love, that we walk after his commandments, this is the commandment that, as ye have heard from the beginning, from Genesis 1:1, in the beginning, ye should walk in it. Over, like I say, over and over again. Till now, we're in the last days. and still got to tell each other we got to love each other. And there's so much envy and jealousy and pride. Why he says the world going to be miserable. Going to be miserable on this earth because of great pride, man. For many deceivers are entered into the world who confess not that a Mashiach Yahushua is come in the flesh. This is a deceiver and an anti-Mashiach. You hear that? People waiting for him to come the first time. I'm telling y'all, it's going to be just like, look at Independence Day. They used all the time to come out to the beach in the early 90s and tell us, talk about the chariots. Talk about the chariots. They put their little microphone and their little camera out there. Then Independence Day came out. See, I remember that. See, you understand this. You waiting for him to come back the first time. Look at Independence Day, that movie Independence Day. And look at those people that was up on the Capitol building. They were saying, hey, here we are, here we are, here we are. I experienced something like that. Only not to that extent that they destroyed the chariot came over the Capitol buildings on the roof. Talking about, here we are, here we are. Probably entertainers, right? And blew them up. That's how it's gonna be. He coming to judge and make war. And if you ain't right, he killing you straight up. That's out of his mouth gonna come a sharp sword. He gonna smite the nations, and we 12 nations as the Israelites that make up one nation. So don't get it twisted. Whosoever transgresses, breaking the Most High's law, and abideth not in the doctrine of Mashiach, who did not sin, who did not break the Most High's laws, statutes, and commandments, have not the Most High. You know that? So you ain't rolling with the Most High. He that abideth in the doctrine of Mashiach, he have both the Father and the Son. Understand this. Because it's sad, because go to 1 John 4:20. He say, if a man say, I love the Most High, y'all love to say y'all love God. You know, y'all use that word, it's dog spelled backwards. And they took dog